So, Gerald, why? Why is this person of interest to, shall we say, our department? How and why in the great MI5, MI6 Secret Service school of things are we showing such concern with somebody who, to me, is a plumber called Kevin? And I've looked at his background and he just seems a bit of a thickie and a bit of a dimwit. I've listened, rightly so. I haven't spoken to him, but I've listened to recordings and endless recordings. What he's saying to me? Why is he so special? Has he got something? Well, we thought that he was a person of interest due to him being DID. We thought he'd got this sort of associative identity disorder at first. Right, a DID. So has he, or is he MP? Multiple personality disorder. So what difference does it make, Gerald? If he, are we thinking of using him one of the ops or something? Because he seems very very dim-witted to me. That we couldn't use him really in anything apart from the trade that he's in, and that is a very manual labourish plumber. That's what we thought. The reason that Menwith Hill spy base, the spooks, the American spooks, have put him across to us to actually watch, is because he is very much a person of interest. Right. In what way? Does he have a multiple personality? Are you going to tell me that his real name is, I don't know, Terence Tor Brown Smith or something, and he is working in some field that we've missed? No. What is his name, by the way? Mark Flanagan. Right. So Mark Flanagan, he doesn't have any personality disorders, but we thought he did. But what talents has he got? Please enlighten me. What is it about him that's of interest, seemingly, to three different branches of our spy network, when we've got a hellish amount to do? That's why I was thinking it's a bit sort of more your department. This is. Me? How can it be my department looking after plumbers? Called Kevin, that a ginger Tom plumbers. Got a strong Barnsley regional accent and is a bit dim. How's that come to my department? Why am I getting it? Just hear me out. Go on then. Well, he seems to be talented in many, many fields when you use the correct equipment to find out why. What equipment? What mannerisms, gender, speech, what? Well, it's difficult to explain, and it's try. Well, you're not so much a techie type person, but we've had him under surveillance for a long, long time. Or shall we say Menwith Hill? I've had him under surveillance for quite some time. This is not making any sense, this. I've read through everything. I know, I'm going to come to this. He is exceptionally intellectual. He doesn't know that. We almost don't know that. But Menwith Hill have found out that he is. He's extremely intellectual. Or shall we say, they are. They are. What do you mean by they are? Well, we've got massive amounts of recordings of him, as you know, and what we call chat rooms. In chat rooms. What is in chat rooms on the internet and stuff? No. We've recorded a lot of them, and we've put them into what we call chat rooms. Right. His personalities or him? Is he multi-personality or not? Not in a sense, but in another way, yes. Go on. Well, he's very intellectual and off the wall. How far off the wall? Massively so. He's probably one of the greatest minds alive, and in a sense, when you say minds, we do mean plural. He's not particularly aware of this himself, but he is. So are we saying that he's one of his personalities, Altair's, they're off the wall with intelligence, or one or two of them, or hundreds and hundreds of them up to now? He's got hundreds and hundreds of personalities. Yeah, just lay this down for me, because I'm sick of going around the houses here. Tell me, Gerard, what is this crazy DID multi-personality man? If you were to look at him, is he to me, he seems very thick and very dumb. Is he an impersonator? Is he a good impressionist? Can he completely change? Is he that good? Is he that good of a secret agent that he can move from being a thick, dumb plumber called Kevin with red hair to what you're saying? Is he that good that he's even foxed me? Because I mean, I can spot these a million miles away, and he definitely looks a genuine article of a thick Barnsley chop. He isn't. But then again, he is in a sense. His Altair, shall we say, that we've segregated into different chat rooms is unbelievable. Right. Any chance of me listening to them? Not just yet, until Menwith Hill Spy Base in Harrogate have just finished, but they will be coming across. I see. So what is he using as a cover? Is he using the Holy Bible? Come on, we've got to have books and things. We use different codes. Or what's he using? Latin? Oh, he can speak ancient tongue. Any ancient tongue. Any. Oh yeah, from Aramaic to unbelievable amounts of Latino languages. Everything, every one of them. No, I don't believe it. Well, you better believe it. And what's he been using as a Dropbox then? What, churches, houses, this, that, what? Codes, is he still, he can't be using snail mail. Yes, he can do every single thing. He's a ghost in the machine, basically. A ghost in the machine. Well, he must be. He must be very, very good, because, as you know, they call me the spy catcher, and I've not even seen him. He's never come up on any radar whatsoever. No, by pure chance. We found him. Right, who found him? Menwith Hill. With their listening, one of their listening bases? Well, the listening base at Harrogate, yeah, the biggest in the world, of course. Right, where did they find him? They found him on a ghost walk in Harrogate, in an ancient pub on the corner there called the Emperor's. Right. How did they find him? Well, they were using a constant laser Doppler listening device to listen to somebody else, in actual fact, that was in the pub. It was, located, as you know how they work. Yeah, I don't need to. So they're rebounding the laser off the window, well, constantly, yeah, for vibrations. And then they obviously dissected and got rid of all white noise. And what did he end up with? Well, they ended up with this guy who was sort of transmitting hundreds of wavelengths at one time. What, recordings? No. But wavelengths, which when it was analysed, when it was slowed down, when it was dissected, when it was actually digitally enhanced, as you know, once we fed it through the entire algorithm, AI algorithms, we found out that he was receiving and transmitting massive amounts of data. And we thought at first, obviously, that he was an agent for somebody, and through this algorithm and technology, we've deciphered that what we thought at first he was old school type, spy network, double agent, triple agent, working around the world that we'd missed. But he isn't. He's not working for anyone at all. He doesn't even know that he's receiving and transmitting them. You're losing me here. You're losing me. Has he got some sort of, Elon Musk transmitter in his head that he doesn't realise is working 24/7? What are you talking about? Well, When we've slowed everything down, isolated everything, as you say, dissected, digitally dissected, we've come up with the most amazing, unbelievable. We don't know whether it's some sort of incredible medium that is talking to the dead. Oh, please, here we go. You've not wasted my time here, Gerald, have you? You've got some sort of man that's talking to the dead. Well, we don't know who he's talking to, what's happening, but we know there's a massive amount of wave transmission in and out of that man's cranium. We don't know whether he's got an implant in there. You know it's capable now. Come on, let's face it, they did it with a cat. The Americans spent hundreds of millions with Brezhnev way back when, putting one in a cat. We don't know whether he's got one in a cat and whether it's all in and out, but it doesn't look that way. It doesn't look, and unless it's somehow remotely going on, we have no idea. So are you telling me it's like a medium spirit world is in, or what is he in? That's for you to find out, but at the moment we know it's in and out. It's like some sort of new phenomenon, digital technology, but we think it's so far in advance of what we've got, we have no idea. The technology, ours is so sensitive that we can virtually listen to ghosts. You know that the Doppler sort of backscatter laser light shift frequency Dopplers that we've got are so sensitive now, we can virtually hear people's souls, let alone we can listen to their blood from 300 yards. We know we know what sort of condition their heart's in from 300 yards away with the stuff we're using. I mean, the AN Spy 6-7 stuff is so advanced, it's 5G, picks up every reverberation from 300 meters away. But this guy is different, and the signals are so strong. There's some sort of transponder that is triggering our devices from miles away. And we've got the best. So we need to know what the hell this guy, Kevin, who might be a dimwit from Barnsley, we need you to get in there and see what sort of 5D transfer he's using, because we certainly haven't got. And it looks as though it is genius stuff. I mean, we've got CIA, MI5, MI6, CIA, MOD, they've got every single thing, and we don't know how he's doing it. But let's say it's been constantly recorded now for months by the spooks. You're going to have a honey trap situation, male or female or whatever. But he's got a wife. I don't know how we're going to get it. So spooks is the obvious word. If we don't know how he's doing it, literally, he's spooking the spooks, and he's some walkie-talkie ghost box or something. Yeah. So, is he... Have we fed it through every algorithm that we can think of or not? We've got it through reduction. We've got it through white noise, red noise. Red noise? What's it? Doesn't matter. It's tech. Well, we've had him through sound stoppers, we've had him through every single thing, to the point, decibels, frequencies, every single device we've had him through, and we can't work it out. Every AI, we've got every single thing. But what it looks like, I don't know if it's got anything, but it's similar to if somebody puts a car key inside the mouth and presses the button, the infrared signal triggers the car at 2 and 3 times the distance. Right? So are you saying we think somehow inside this person's cranium is that sort of situation on a totally different... We've got X frequencies, that. We've got every single frequency. S frequencies, we've got every single frequency, but we haven't got this one. So I don't know who he is, what he is, why he is, but he's got an ability now to transmit a signal. Past, future, present. What are you talking about, past, future, present? He's got stuff that's coming in, such futuristic, intellectual property coming in to that cranium, that capability of a cranium, that we have never, ever, ever seen anything like it. and he is doing it 1,000 times better than we could possibly do in 10 years' time. Never mind now, and we don't know how he's doing it. His processing power is so much greater than what we have. So you can imagine how terrified we are of of not having it. So so is he a genius? Is he a genius? Yes. But he looks so big, vacant and slow, and sounds so slow. He just sounds like a dumb builder. Where's he from? Barnsley. Barnsley. Where in Barnsley? Monk Bretton, but it doesn't matter where in Barnsley. He's got this. Anyway, I'll send you all the decoded defrag that we've picked up when it's been fed through the AI. I mean, I'm not being funny, but this guy can write a musical better than Mozart in an hour. And he can also give you an equation better than any scientist we've ever had, including Einstein. It is as though Einstein and Mozart are living inside his head, along with another 1,000, at least 1,000, it could be 1,000,000 intellectuals are inside his head. Okay? I don't believe what you're saying to me, Gerard. I think you're losing your marbles. I am not losing my marbles, and you are going to do what we say. Do you understand? Right, okay. Don't get forceful about it. Are you sure? It's so unbelievable what's coming out of that man's head that we've got to have you. I know it's unbelievably below, not above your pay grade. He is so tremendously below. But we're going to have to put you onto him. You're going to have to watch him 24/7. The Yanks have got one watching him, it's literally as though he's got 1,000, 1,000,000 intellectuals living inside his brain. And he's transmitting intellectual property that is so beyond belief. We must have him, and we must have that property. Right. Sorry, but you're following a jinner from Barnsley. Okay, if you say that, off we go.